Hey everybody, hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my amazing subscribers, thank you for being here. And if you're not one, go ahead, hit subscribe, it's free. It's time for the Cancerian reading. Let's see what we got going on for Cancers, please, spirits. What we got for my beautiful, amazing Cancerians. Please note, these are general messages, not going to resonate for everybody. So just take what does, leave the rest, and if none of it resonates, it just means it's not your message this time, okay? That being said, there's always good things to learn. There's always good insights for reflection. But if you do want a reading that is specific to your own situation, please go ahead and book one. And thank you to everyone that have been getting private readings. Now, okay. All right. Hoping that everybody's well and safe and happy wherever you are. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, Six of Swords. Okay, something to do with rite of passage and moving into the sunshine. Beautiful. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, Cancerians. Some of you have some new love on the go. And if it's not a person, it could very well be a new situation that you love. Basically a new job or a new project or a new invention, something. The cups are governed by the element of water, and it deals with emotions, relationships, love, happiness, spirituality. So some of you could be on a spiritual journey, because the Six of Swords also represents spirit guides, right? You see that person that's guiding the ship, the boat, sorry, not the ship. But also can speak to eating and drinking, or depression or repression or addictions. So if any of you are going along with that sort of thing, do try to be careful in how much you're indulging at the moment, okay? But because it's upright, it speaks of new love and joy, happiness, happy news perhaps, contentment, maybe coming out of rough waters with somebody, or the beginnings of love, maybe even conception. We'll see how this continues to go. Maybe you're dealing with somebody, or you've met somebody who's quite big-hearted and sharing, and after a long period of stress and coming out of hard times, you're heading into this beautiful new energy, okay? It speaks as well of sharing and socialization, celebrations, maybe even toasts, abundance, and again, as I was saying, fertility. But we'll keep going. Let's see what's crossing it, please. Two of Cups. Wow, so you went from the Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups. Some of you may have been having issues with somebody that you love. It could be a soulmate, could be someone that you, even in a family relationship, but it's a heartfelt connection, okay? So perhaps what was crossing it was maybe there were some arguments, maybe things weren't going so well for a little while. It's possible that there was trouble, or an ending of a relationship or a marriage or an engagement could have been broken. Maybe you realized you weren't suited for the person that you were initially with, okay? But then again, for others of you, maybe some initial heady romance stage part of your situation had worn off. But I'm feeling that whatever happened, it's getting better. It's getting much better. So if you felt that, you know, things weren't going well, that maybe you weren't made for each other, Spirit is telling you, don't worry, okay? Everything is going to work itself out, because this new love is coming back in, okay? Perhaps this is new love coming in after a divorce or a breakup. Or maybe this was just a falling out between close friends, or a friendship that's very one-sided, and maybe it's always caused rough problems or rough waters, so you're starting to move on, all right? But it can also speak to codependency, which is also addictions as well, so do be careful in that aspect. False start here, okay? So the foundation of this was the Ace of Wands, but it's coming up in reverse. This could mean it's possible that there was a false start, or things just didn't get off the ground, or maybe there just wasn't enough passion to keep the relationship going. Some of you may have left a situation because all the person wanted was sex, and that kind of wasn't what you were out for. Maybe you were looking for something more long term because you were planning ahead, planning your life ahead. Okay. In the recent past here, you've got the Two of Wands. So there was a decision that needed to be made. It was a decision whether to stay or go. Some of you may have been traveling. Maybe this is somebody that you met at a distance. It could be a long distance relationship. And the issue here is that it's undecided, or someone was trying to decide, do I stay or do I go in this connection? You know, where is this headed? Is this going to be what I want? Do I try to turn this into a situation that I want it to be, or do I turn my back on this want and move forward? Some of you may even have felt that, you know, after the excitement and all of that, you know, really that real infatuation stage, some of you may have realized now that, okay, you know, that part is past, and maybe you're looking for something else because the reality set in of who it is that you're really dealing with, and maybe you've decided, okay, this isn't really what I want. Now for others of you, you may have decided, like, look, I haven't given this a long enough chance. Maybe you were coming out of a period of depression, and so now you're able to actually access your feelings and move forward with it. But let's keep going. Yeah, moving forward with it. Beautiful. The focus here is on a relationship, okay? So this speaks of celebrations, homecomings, maybe even bringing somebody home to meet the family, stability, domestic bliss, all of those great things, right? It's a stage card, so it could be about dreaming and what you want to happen, but it speaks to protection, or internal and external harmony, exuberance, excitement, anticipation, an important day out of the ordinary. So if some of you maybe had a broken engagement, it's possible that you might you just might end up, I'm getting this feeling like somebody's going to rekindle, or yeah, it's not just rekindle, but if there was a broken engagement, I think that the broken engagement is going to be called off and someone is going to get engaged again. Okay. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but that's what I'm getting. But it also speaks to big surprises, weddings, banquets, conventions, events or ceremonies, graduations. So some of you might have gotten out of a relationship and you might be attending a wedding or some kind of family gathering, and then you might meet somebody new after a breakup, okay? But the thing is that you're coming out of depression, which I like. You're coming out of anything that may have brought you down, may have made you feel like things aren't good. Home is where the heart is, so some of you might even be traveling, okay, because it speaks to airports as well, arrivals and departures, or holidays and vacations. So some of you might be taking a trip home. It's possible because this card speaks of travel as well. And I'm getting a feeling some of you might even be moving home, closer to home. Excellent. So for those of you that may have had a falling out that led to a broken engagement, I feel like it's going to be sorted out now. This Five of Swords speaks to coming together and really starting to let bygones be bygones. It's getting over that ego part, right, where we want to win, I guess you could say, at all costs, because when this card is upright, it usually means trying to win, and even doing it by playing dirty. It's all about wanting to win, but not about the caring of somebody. But what I love is that this is in reverse. So when that comes up in reverse, it means that communication and compromise are going to be happening. There's going to be a resolution and an end of conflict or hostilities or stress which also speaks to this overall energy of Six of Swords. So you're definitely moving out of rough waters, okay? Some of you will be burying the hatchet, all right? And there's a disarming, like I'm hearing the song Disarm by Smashing Pumpkins in my head. Like, you'll have to look up the lyrics or listen to it, it's really good. And I feel that somebody's going to be a little bit regretful or remorseful for what they did. But I think it's all going to be forgiven here, because I feel like there's this soulmate energy, and this is divinely guided. And sometimes things have to fall apart in order for them to be put back together in a stronger sense, right? It's like rebuilding the foundation. So you find the cracks in the foundation, aka fights or arguments or disagreements, lack of compromise, and you seal those, and then the bond becomes stronger, and then eventually this turns into, yay, Two of Cups. So the advice here, okay, the advice is the Knight of Pentacles. So it's possible that the individual you were dealing with, their actions could have been based on wanting control. They could have been maybe a little bit lazy or a little bit apathetic. Maybe they were just too money hungry. There's that type of situation. But I'm getting a feeling here that Spirit is asking you to hang on tight and be steadfast. Try to be somebody who is practical about a situation. Somebody who takes each step forward, doesn't rush into things, but slowly but surely builds that solid foundation. And that happens by trial and error, right? It's laying down the seeds. It's finding the strength in terms of putting plans into action, or keeping focused, setting goals, being ambitious. But most of all, again, it's so important to build the foundation for your dreams. So another piece here would be communicate that and find compromise, because maybe that's what the issue was just not being able to find compromise over situations. But it's being realistic and practical, cautious and guarded, not taking foolish risks, and most importantly, not being stubborn and yielding, because sometimes we can do that, right? And if this isn't you, then this could be the person that you're dealing with. Maybe they're being stubborn and unyielding, and if that be the case, it might be good that you let them know, like, look, you're not budging here, and this is what's making it really difficult. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Respectfully, earth signs are known for their stubborn behavior. So if that be the case, the advice is try to find some compromise. And if they don't want to compromise, well, then you're going to have to start ruling with the iron fist, bring in that Emperor energy. So what will be the outcome here? Well, I think that there's going to be a truce called. I think it's still going to be a little bit rocky here in terms of juggling the ups and downs, especially with this Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like things may be a little out of balance for a while, but that was the same here with this Two of Cups energy. And maybe this is to do with somebody not sticking around or being reliable. So it's going to take time. That's just what Spirit is saying. It doesn't mean that all is lost, not at all. It's going to take some time to build this stable foundation and to move towards marriage, commitment, a stable relationship. And I'm getting a sense of monogamy here. People who or someone who prefers to be in a monogamous relationship, and if there were more than one party involved, then I feel like that's going to clear up, because this is showing me that somebody is no longer juggling, right? Like juggling two people, or if this is a job, someone's going to make a decision. You'll make the decision, and it will be the best decision for you. It'll be based on moving you towards where you're meant to be. Hence, your spirit guides are here to bring you, push you gently into the right direction. Again, though, I'm seeing a lot of travel. So maybe if your job or your life did have a lot of travel and you don't want to travel much anymore, you might be laying down some roots. So that's always good as well. I'm seeing water here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could also be dealing with, besides the earth sign elements. But again, signs don't really matter, as our birth charts, we have so many signs within us. So don't stick to that specifically, okay? So I like the fact that a decision is going to be made here. And I think that somebody is going to decide the same as you. Let's just get a few more cards. What is this Two of Pentacles in reverse, please, for Cancerians? I told you, there's the Sun. Beautiful. The Sun speaks to happiness, vitality, everything going exceptionally well. So whether this is working something out with the person that you were dealing with, could be a Leo, but whether that be the case or you're just moving forward, happiness is on the way. And as I said, your spirit guides are taking you into that, okay? Because it's your rite of passage. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have everything it is that you want. And it's just a matter of believing that. And once you believe that, you put the actions into play that move you towards your destiny, okay? Not only that, but you're going to be feeling vitality. So if your health was, say, a little not in the best way as of late, you're going to be feeling a lot better. It's connected with positivity and success, achievement, accomplishment, all of these good things. And also congratulations on a job well done. So if this is regarding work, you may have risen above people who were being lazy and unproductive, and there might be celebrations in terms of a promotion here, because it brings happiness and joy and feeling carefree and happy in your skin, okay? It's also going to be a period of creativity and activity. So anything that you're interested in when it comes to artistic endeavors, like if you're writing a book or if you're doing painting, it's time to express yourself, because this is going to flow and you're going to even feel more at peace and more happier, okay? And again, it's a positive card for travel. Could signify very warm climates, all right? So if some of you are perhaps living a long distance away, like you're in love with somebody here, but maybe you haven't had the chance to physically see them because they live at a distance, some of you might be getting together. Maybe that's what this celebration is, right? You've been able to manage the ups and downs, finances, whatever be the case, to be able to get on a plane or a bus, whatever it be, to see the love of your life, okay? So if conflicts had emerged, possibly because of the distance taking its toll, don't worry. You guys, I see, are going to be together very soon. And then this lack of passion, of course, is going to change because you're going to be physically within the vicinity of each other, okay? So happy times for you, Cancerians. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.